Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Wild Wednesday Pre-Market Analysis Live. The theme of the day, in honor to the World Series, could be should you go with your quant analysis or should you go with your eyes and guts? Yeah, so we are just having an exchange in the Discord room about first of all, congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays for a great season, right? This team has the 28 budget in the MLB. Sorry, folks, for the international folks that we have maybe starting with this intro here on sport this morning. Yeah, a team with the 28 budget in the Major League Baseball, and they if end up being in the World Series. That's quite an accomplishment just by its own. The question that's arise after the Los Angeles Dodgers, the final win after 32 years. Yes, last time Los Angeles Dodgers won the World Series, 1988. Wow, I think at least we have maybe half of our traders were not even born. No, I didn't. Mr. Gibson home run his only at bat during that World Series. I didn't say it like I was. I was in a place far removed from Los Angeles, so only the images. Yeah. So the question here was this morning was why did the Tampa Bay Ray coach pull out his starting pitcher who was doing great in the sixth inning? So that's why for me, okay, you follow your analytics because trust me, folks, there is a reason. And in baseball, more than any sport, baseball's an old sport. If you thought it was boring or anything, there's this new thing, just like actually in all sport, because basketball has it that one. They have a slew of analytics based on situation games, and they run this scenario before the game even starts. Like an important game like Game 6 of the World Series, I guarantee you, I didn't follow the interview yesterday. It was too late for me. I was listening on the radio and I watched briefly, just like the last the last inning. But there is a reason, folks, why he did what he did, and trust me, same thing like just as a transition for us. Yeah, so thanks for that interlude on baseball. A transition for us. Why do you trust your eyes and do you trust your gut feeling when you're trading spy to decide that when you're going to pull out of that position? So yesterday, for instance, people were asking question about, because I talk about put scalping Tuesday. As okay, maybe you're a newcomer, you're asking, oh, show me a scalp. A scalp is, I mean, when you take a trade, the scalp is just that you know that you're not gonna be in the trade for a long time, and then your expected gains are not that high, and so it's time bound, it's gain bound, and everything else. So let's say Spy didn't have an expiration yesterday. So you got out of that because Spy in the last, let's say, hour or so, they fake it below 338 and then they went back up. So this morning you were waking up and asking yourself, oh, should I have gone with my gut feeling? Because right now, I'm not sure. Is that true that Spy is trading at 331.72? Almost 7 points from that close. Gut feeling? The gut feeling will not may have not been the right way to go. The trend has been bearish. The crossover that we had here, that's analytics. Yeah, you go with the analytics. Yeah, does that mean that you're gonna be right every single time? No. For proof, there was very little put scalping opportunities yesterday. But hey, we stuck with those puts and we strangled them obviously overnight, and most of them, let's say even the one on Caterpillar yesterday, it's halfway through that 150 put. So that's so not sure that if that brings. I mean, I don't know that bringing the sport into this. That's just for comedy. Actually, people have been telling me that hey, I need to include. I need to be more bring entertainment into this. So maybe that will get me more more subscribers. So you guys agree. Speaking of subscribers, folks, we are 3 days away from the random drawing where we're going to pick three lucky traders to come trade with us for the month of November. But please, you need to make sure that you have your setting on your YouTube setting that when you subscribe to our channel, we can see your name, because we can only, people only name who appears as subscribers will be the one entering the contest. All right, all right, all right. What a start of a morning. Yeah, it's one Wednesday. Wednesday never disappoints, right? So I didn't even do a mic check, so I've been blah blah blahing all morning. So, hello, Mr. Kevin from Mr. Kevin. Let me guess. Not guess. I have to know this. If I don't know my subscriber, then I am really, really. Mr. Kevin is Puerto Rico. It's from Puerto Rico. If please confirm, sir, that I have that information right. Mr. Andrew, good morning. Mr. B, good morning. Oh, Mrs. Gota is here. Bonjour, 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 Madame Gota. Comment allez-vous? Miss Dora, good morning. So, just as to close uh, into this. So, I just broke my mind. Well, don't not close my mind. I mentioned it last time. So, Miami lost to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Tampa Bay Rays lost to the Los Angeles Dodgers. So we only have Los Angeles Rams. I don't know if they are that good, but for me as of now, gonna be pulling in the NFL. Yeah, that's a long way to go, but at least starting now, I'm gonna if I have when I have time, I'm gonna be watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, you see what I did there, Tom Brady. Yeah. So a 43-year-old man has a chip on his shoulder, so I'm going to be interested. If the NFC Championships is Los Angeles Rams versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know who I will be cheering for. All right, all right, all right. Bonjour, Monsieur Olivier, comment ça va? Je sais pas, quelqu'un m'a demandé hier, un ami m'a demandé, un ami qui réside au Texas, il m'a demandé si je suis les actualités en France. Monsieur Olivier, je sais pas ce qui se passe en France. J'ai pas appelé la famille depuis un bon bout de temps. My bad. So I'm not sure if there is something going on over there. Sounds great. Thank you, Mr. B. We appreciate that. Hello, 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 Miss Lorraine. How is your bundle of joy? And good morning, Mr. Wayne, with whom we have been exchanging this morning. Mr. Wayne is also from Florida, as many here. So, Ram are not going anywhere. Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. All it took for me to start talking about sport on here. Oh, this is gonna be great, fantastic. This is gonna be great. So Mr. Wayne, I didn't say that. I say actually, for me, I'm going to be rooting for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like Mr. Brady. He has a chip on his shoulder. So Seattle, no, Seattle have no rush. They cannot do anything. They have no defense. And did you see the game on Monday last Sunday night? Seattle going to go to the Super Bowl. I doubt that. No, Tampa Bay all the way, baby. Tampa 2, Tampa 2. All right, let's refocus on here. Sorry, folks. Sorry for it's really I feel bad for our international viewers. They're like, these guys are, what is he talking about? He cannot even trade. Now he's talking about sport, American sports of all things. I told Mr. H. Where's Mr. H? Mr. H is in London. Mr. H is very, very quiet. He usually does not partake into our banter. We don't have that much banter sometimes, even here. So let's switch screens on here. So the 3,000 feet view on SPY. This is where it stands, right, folks? I'm not sure if those pricing, the price that I'm seeing on the trading view charts are accurate. If they are, all I know is that very early when I first woke up, I rose this morning. I was looking at the VIX and I was looking what was going on in Germany, right, with the DAX. We have talked about it. We have done research about it. So let me just give you this. The DAX is currently down 4.23%. Yes, a lot of things are going in Europe, obviously, but this economy, you know that they're all interrelated, right? So on the VIX, the SPS VIX, at least at the Chicago Board of Exchange this morning here, if I'm reading this properly, not VXX, is the other one, right? SPX 500 VIX is just spiked as of now. Earlier it was up like 8%. So now I'm looking at it live here. It's trading at 38 plus 4.66 points or 13.97%. That's all we need to know, really, to look at the type of day that we're going to be having, potentially, because there's no determining what's going to happen. And I see Mr. Olivier who said here that, hey guys, it's going to be a wild day. Yes, well, another wild Wednesday. That's how Wednesdays are known to be here. So I look at some pre-market closely. Yeah, some of it closely. Certain sectors were weaker than others. Yeah, that's what I like to do in a day like this one, because opportunities are going to be everywhere. And as usual, our advice is definitely to avoid over trading in this case, meaning that it's better to target specific stock and then ride them and try to make the most out of them. Wow, I don't know if it was the sport talking or whatever, but 4 likes. I haven't said anything about the market yet, but I already have. There are already 4 likes. Okay. Interesting. Please, note to the production of this show. Do I have a production team? I don't even have a production team. Talk more sport. Talk more things that have nothing to do with your core business, which is trading. Really? Are you kidding me? All right. So, folks, if you have a chat that you want us to take a look at, this is the time to be posting it here, because literally we're going to go about another 20-minute max to hit some points on here, some key stocks on here, and then we are going to give people time because it's to prepare the trades. The subscribers inside of our Discord, they already have, I think we posted this morning already, some gangster trade ideas. And speaking of gangster trade, I want to give a shout out to my friend Mr. Darius. He's a subscriber to this channel. We had a chat late last evening where he was telling me that he has recently started specializing in just trading SPY. I was like, you don't say. Yeah. So here's a trader who decided to focus only on SPY. So I asked him, hey, what happened on days like yesterday, for instance? Yeah. So yesterday, I mean, this is the daily chart here. The candle, the high between the open 339.76, the high of 340.12. I mean, that's virtually identical there, right? Just if 24, let's say 36 cents difference there. And then we went to 38 as a low barely. So this is 2-point range here. This 2-point range, I don't know about you, but for me, there was no trading it. There was, I mean, even when it got here, yeah, if I were courageous, typically here, the trade there will have been based on knowledge. If you didn't, you haven't watched the video yet, we created a video how to spot support and resistance, right? Here, as a day trader, the day started, the first high that we got into here was 340. So you make a note of that, yeah? 340 is resistance. About 30 minutes later, it hit that resistance again, meaning that the price could not go above that. The price could not find buyers to support the upward movement. Granted, it was at the upper Bollinger Band, but hey, upper Bollinger is a natural resistance, but it has never stopped SPY or stopped anybody for that matter. Here it is again. What time is it here? This one. Let's move this here so that we can see. Yeah. So at 9 plus 3, that's 12 Eastern. So after about 2.5 hours, you have recorded already that 340 is resistance. So my friend, the 4th and 5th time when the stock hit that level, you can confidently take a trade to play what? Yeah, your eyes or your gut feeling, but more importantly, the quant analysis that's telling you that resistance is at that level. Worst case scenario, it blow above that resistance and then you become bullish. I mean, it's okay on Tuesday, especially of all days, on SPY on Tuesday to set up a strong one. Yeah. And in that case, the best you could have managed would have been 2 points. On a Tuesday, no expiration or anything. I don't know which strike you could have used, but it didn't do anything. Even when it came here, we were wondering, okay, we have an hour left. Were they going to do that? Or actually, we asked the question, was it another head fake or whatever? So this happened. So to Mr. Darius and everybody who wants to specialize on SPY, we have as trader to learn to live with days like this, meaning don't do much. Really, don't do much and set yourself off for the next day, because the next day will have opportunities. If the next day doesn't have opportunity, the day after that, or if not the day after that, the day after the day after the day. Yeah, because we started the week with this. So this one here was great. So similarities maybe here this morning, we're gapping down by a good 6 points. Yeah, over 6 points actually on SPY. They unlike what I've usually seen in pre-market, as it's currently 9:02 Eastern, about 28 minutes from the opening of the US equity on Wednesday, as we coined it here, at successful trading on October the 28th. Similarities between Monday and today, we are gapping down, but notice how, for instance, it took it a good hour after gapping down on Monday to post a new low. So patience is the key, right? So we have two windows here. We have been teaching this for a while now. If you are a newcomer to our channel, there are two windows to make money in the market and on SPY more specifically. Today is expiration day on SPY. So you have between the open and about 11, 11:15, 11:30 if you want to stretch it. Here, why am I saying that? Here it is here. Yeah. Then a full hour of sideways and then another leg down, which was or may have been or may not be expected. And then from there, you know at some point that there are deep buyers in this market. The trend going to try to revert itself at some point. So how do you prepare yourself for that? So the last hour or the last couple of hours of the trading session will provide your second windows of opportunity to make money on SPY and on the markets in general, and then setting up early lotos for stock that have been having any type of trend movement. Speaking of stock with trend movement, as we wait maybe others to get to this. Oh yeah, this is our gangster trade. So can I share my screen? Is there a way for me to quickly share the Discord room screen? The answer is no, because that screen is not there. Okay, that's a shame. So what are we advising this morning on here? 130 puts sweep, yeah, from 1 cent to 15 cents, and 180 calls expiring on October the 30th. Yep. I mean, the market is moving so much, you can pretty much set gangster trade on anything. Yeah. That's the idea. That for us on days like this, we shouldn't have to tell you where's your opportunity. If you spend just a decent time looking at pre-market, which we really suggest. Have we said that a lot lately? Spend time in pre-market setting up your trading plan. Yeah. Most traders, they make money ahead of actually the market open, because yeah, that's a figure of speech, right? Because they plan the trade, they plan how they're gonna make money. So we were looking at some. So we wanted to take a look at some stocks on here. Just so Square. Where is Square? Why is Square of interest? Square is of interest because of this. Look at the trend. Yeah, so most of these stocks, they have been in a trend. Some of them have already had the crossover. So at this level, it's interesting to see with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday left, what can come out of a stock such as Square, which has just been on this downtrend. And starting here this morning is down maybe less than a point or so, a couple of points at most, but it's definitely worth scrutinizing, having on your radar. Next, another one of ours that we like to take a look at, B1, another one with a trend. Yeah, I mean, now it's easy just to see this, to say that, oh wow, what happened here? Well, what happened here, the trade potentially could have taken a trade, let's say when this stock closed below this moving average, the yellow line, right? Because the shape, I mean, you can see here bullish, but then it plateaued, went sideways, and then now this is what's the last couple of days, this is what, and then we are seeing the crossover here. So food for thought. Yeah, I'm just doing rapid fires here. Who else? There is another friend of ours, oh yeah, another stock that really that's one. Oh, do they have earnings today? Maybe. Okay, this one have earnings today, so maybe our payday on it's going to be tomorrow then. HC did a little trend, but look how sharp, the sharp reversal. Look at the shape of that yellow exponential moving average 8 period. So bullish, yes, strong momentum. Actually, not just yesterday, the last 2 days, right? So where will it be trading? It's saying that earnings is today. So is it after market close? Most likely. So if they're bullish on it, will that be attacking then the upper Bollinger? That will be interesting. I think we have it on our quant analysis, so you can help yourself of that. That's really, I mean, who was the other one? Oh, Roku. Yeah, Roku is part of that list of, of stuff. Okay, what has Roku been doing lately? Oh, we have seen this before. Consolidation. So Roku, Mr. Roku, pick your direction. Pick your direction. Alternating red, green, red, green, red, green. So today is going to be red. How much? Then somebody's gonna say, Telex, is that your so-called quant analysis telling us that the candles just switch back and forth between colors? sometimes, sometimes that's the best. I call it the one cent quant analysis. Yeah. Hey, bonjour, Monsieur Mickey. Comment ça va? All right. So if let's say I didn't see anybody ask for a chart, right? Is when I'm gonna say that we're about to close the show. That's when I'm gonna see somebody post a message to say, hey, could we look at something? All right, so let's go inside of Power Trade and take a look at the Wild Wednesday. Wild. Welcome to the wild side. All right, what do we have on the wild side? So here is the list of our equities, and not as usual. Come on now, Telex, don't say as usual. Weakness, the weakest one is the oil and energy. Yeah, I don't think, do we have any oil and energy on our subscription trade alerts this week? I doubt it. Yeah, oh, it would have been interesting. Okay, well, we don't. But do we have any financial? Yes, we have some financial, because we know that at least one of them, he gave some gain. It gave some gain on Monday. Was one of the first one to move before that big 10 bagger on Monday. And that occurred. 10 bagger was 13 baggers. So. So IWM is down minus 2.2%. If you are new to this, and why am I saying financial when talking about IWM? IWM is strongly correlated to XLF. XLF is the equity, the ETF for the financial. So that one is down 2%. IBB is down minus 1.8%, and the Dow Jones has been weak lately, believe it or not. So component of the Dow Jones is none other than one of our friends that we just talked to you about with the Ganser trade, BA. The other component of it's not that 30 stock inside of the Dow Jones, right? Industrial average. The other one that we talk about, or that this week, is Caterpillar. So, but you know, Apple is also part of that. Goldman Sachs is also part of that. So there are many on there, but there's definitely some weakness on here early. On everything. I mean, the strongest one, hey, go figure, right? QQQ, for the longest of time since pre-market I've been watching over the last two hours or so, it was not, they were not letting it drop below 1%. Now all of a sudden, actually look at the difference of volume between QQQ and SPY, folks. Yeah, SPY over almost 2.5 million shares, and leading. Yesterday it was yesterday was about, actually, yeah, QQQ was green yesterday. It closed at plus 0.8 or so, where SPY closed at minus 0.2. There was 1% difference on the, this morning they're starting with 28 basis point difference. So when I say 28 basis point, meaning I'm subtracting 1.6 to 1.87. That's what basis points are. Very quickly on here, the watch list of stocks, investment to watch. You see, a component of XOP is Halliburton. It seems to be leading. Let's check the volume. Who does not have volume this morning? Oh, geez. Oh, wow. A stock we are familiar with here. Only 150 shares. No kidding. So everybody has volume this morning. That's when you know the day is going to be a wild day, folks. Every single, this is not a day where you have the LNG of the world. LNG is here. Even LNG has 1,459 shares, and they mean business because he's down minus 2.28%. Yeah. On the top of the volume, SPY 2.5 million shares this morning. Wow, it's gonna be a wild ride. So, hey. The rule is the rule. I mean, the system, it hasn't changed, folks. If you are new, SPY ATR is about 4 points thereabouts. We are on expiration day for SPY. So from here, plus 4, 335-ish, 336, minus 4. That puts us to 328, 327, 326 you can use, because in this case the direction being what it is, the puts are going to be expensive. So if you want to get, depending if you want to get in cheap and how you want to, are you going to hold after 11 Eastern, what are you going to do? You can definitely get in the position, make profits on it, and then re-enter a new position. So that's, I mean, if you have that flexibility. Some traders may have some restriction. Hopefully you are not on Robinhood or whatever. If you have even a small account, the problem is not a small account. You can make your small account cash only. We generated another video, no, it was our first video on that, how to do that. I think 2 weeks ago. That video is available on YouTube if you, let's say you haven't seen it. So volume on SPY, volume on Apple, volume on AMD. Oh boy, AMD, we struggled AMD yesterday, looking for a move in either direction this morning. Is starting on the downside after closing bullishly yesterday. Let's say it's going to be a wild day. And here's BA. BA, this is what I was talking about. Why BA is like, must get into today for Ganser trade. I kid you not. When they announced the earning, BA had earning early this morning. It was about 7:30 Eastern. It was red, yeah, and then it jumped to green. So 1 million shares on BA here trading at 153. And folks, this is one not to play with, right? Because don't think that, oh, because it's trading at negatively at -1%, they can flip the switch on it just like this, especially on a day like that. So meaning, if you get into puts, do not fool yourself. A Ganser trade call for puts and calls. Yeah? Okay, so it is currently 6:13 Pacific time, 9:13 Eastern. We are about 16 minutes away from the opening of the US stock equity market. Did I forget something? Is there anything, any question that anybody has? We have 2 minutes on the clock before we depart. So in the meantime, let me just check on here to see the items that I put down to we talked about specific stocks, and we talked about being mindful of over trading, because a lot of things will be moving this morning. And the stock that we wanted to highlight, we highlighted them. That's really it, folks. Okay, well, we will then bid you UPS. You see, why wait, folks? Why wait the last minute to be asking for things to look at? Please, every time. UPS. Let me switch. I need to switch screens, right? Because if, let's say, it's a chart that somebody is asking for, it always happens, folks. It's always happened, even though they say, yeah. UPS, what's with UPS? I'm not sure if they had earnings. Did they have earnings today? Did they just have earnings? That's what it seems to indicate. So let me check on the phone on here what we look at the chart. The daily chart of UPS has been bullish up to recently, but just like everybody else, well, they have that crossover, right? Consolidation here for as long as, geez, forever. Then the last couple of days this week, they posted a low of 166. And then this morning they're trading at 162. So the support on here has been at 158. So if there's volume on it, I mean, Ganser trade. There is no question about it. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. A stock is moving. It moved $8. Yeah, stock moving $8 or anything. I didn't study this, so I can't fall shy of telling you what strike to use or anything. But we are Wednesday. Wednesday is one of those days really. You just get the direction going, and I think can happen because you have the entire day Wednesday, you have Thursday, and even part of Friday. If let's say your stock is moving in your direction, there is a huge gap on here. I mean, this one will be a dream. Like, not maybe today, but could it get there by this week or next week? So yeah, this is up to get engaged with Ganser trade if you studied it. So hopefully that answered that question, folks. Really, I want to give people as much time as they want, and we wish you all a good trading session, and we hope to see you again. Thank you for the likes, folks, and please do not forget, if you're catching the playback and you are not subscribing yet, do subscribe, but make sure that your name appears such that you can enter this weekend, the end of the month weekend random contests to get access to successful trading alerts and education for a full month, free of charge. Okay, everybody. Bye bye.